Hello everybody, Mark here, and today I'm going to be making some sandwiches. Now the thing is, it's as hot as hell outside, so I don't really sort of, feel like cooking much. So what I'm going to do a few sandwiches. Next few videos will be sandwiches. I've got some 4 white Scotch rolls. There we go. I've just got these from the co-op. It's actually put that there. Right. Yeah, some rolls. Right. I've taken one and I've put some margarine on it, and I'll just pan down for you. Now, this sandwich is going to consist of some British wafer thin honey roast ham. I'm going to put a bunch of that on there. There's going to be some cheese. There's going to be some salami slices, salami Milano, and sliced chorizo. There we are. So salami, chorizo, cheese, ham, and it's going to be toasted. Okay, so right, the first order of business. Put some. Okay, I'll come back in a minute when I've opened this. Here we go. Okay, so I've got the ham open. Oh, actually, I'll do some. While I'm putting the ham on here, what's that? That's the top. I'll do a couple of shout-outs. Now, the other day, a few videos ago, I made us another sandwich. It was if you type in the words bacon and cheese sandwich with gherkin and pickled onion, that was with gherkins and the pickled onions were these from the jar, right? What I did, I chopped them up into little pieces, put them in, and I made that. It was actually very delicious. The pickled onion gives it a nice bite. Anyway, so let me see. Dan, he wrote in, and he if he was to see it in a shop, he would call it the Baconese Special. So that was a pretty good one, Baconese Special. Thank you very much to Dan. And I've got a few more I'll do as well in a moment. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, I'll put some ham on there. I'm going to put some chorizo and whatever the stuff was. Salami. There we are. Put some of that on. Spread that around. The idea is put a little bit on there, and then put some cheese on both halves. There we go. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them under the grill to try and melt the cheese, and then put them together like that. Okay. A little bit more of the 2 savoury sausages. A little bit more. Bit of cheese. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've got some tomato, I've got some coleslaw, I've got some anchovies. All those things will be going into another sandwich. I won't be able to fit it all in here. It's just going to be too much. Okay, right. So that's, I'll show you that. There you have it. So yeah, I've buttered the bread. A good amount of ham. Chorizo, salami, cheese, cut into little pieces, put onto both halves. Now I'm going to toast it. I might even, after I've toasted it, I might even put a little bit more ham in there. I'm not certain. Anyway, but then I'm going to flip the other side onto the top, and it's going to be right good. Okay, so put those in. Now I figure, I mean, you've seen me grill some stuff before. It's not going to take too long. There you go. Grill that. In actual fact, what I'll do. Hell. It's a little bit close to the top. Bit of cheese has fallen off there. A bit of ham stuck to the grill. Okay, so that's going to be grilling for a few moments. Now, while that's doing, I'll take the opportunity. I'll do a few more shout-outs. That's Dan with his sandwich baconese special. It's a bit like that, what was it, Rush Hour, where, I can't think of that black guy's name. There's a black guy in it along with Jackie Chan, and he's saying how his mum was... His mum was Chinese and his dad was black, and he's blackanese. That's what I think that might have inspired that name. I don't know. Anyway, it's funny stuff. Okay, Paul Brammer says in Scotland they yesterday I had some dinner. Fish cake. I went to the chip shop. Had battered deep fried fish cake, which was unusual. And on that video, Paul Brammer says that in Scotland they batter a pizza, which is interesting, you know. If they did that around here, I'd probably definitely give it a go. Anyway, the deep fried pizza along with Mars bars, Snickers and cream eggs, he says. So thank you, Paul Brammer. Gray Rothwell. In Liverpool, they call fish cakes savoury cakes. Okay. I wouldn't know. I mean, it sounds a bit strange, savoury cakes, but it's a whole lot better than fish cakes, considering the amount of fish that's in a fish cake. Pretty much, I mean, there's like zero. There's like essence, the scent of fish in there, if you're lucky. I mean, it's a potato cake, really, but I don't know why we call it fish cake, because there's sod all fish in it. Del Trotter suggested that I try and talk the chippy into doing battered kebab meat, because this chip shop, they do kebabs as well. They have those things on the wall, you know, like a big lump of lamb and next to it a lump of chicken. You know, they get the old knife and they, you know, slice it off. So battered kebab meat, that's actually not a bad idea. So thank you, Del Trotter, for that one. I think that's one I'd do. And I figure if they do it for me, it's going to be too much having it in a kebab, you know. So what I'll do, I'll probably go for a, you know, because they do kebab meat in a bun. So I'll probably go for that. I'm going to check the, right. And then the last one, before I've got to go to the grill. Mr. Eddie Freeman. Actually, this is an interesting one. Mr. Eddie Freeman. Now, he wrote saying that he likes the idea of drinking using pot noodle tubs as drinking cups. Okay. Now, as you know, I've mentioned a few times, I do it because if I'm drinking vodka, then if I fall asleep and then it slips through the fingers and, you know, it saves you spilling it on yourself. Now, he writes that he thinks it's a good idea for a drinking cup, and also because it never occurred to me, because he says he has arthritis, which I would imagine, you know, because you've got limited mobility in your fingers there, that anywhere, because it's tapered, it gets wider at the top, and, you know, anywhere that where depending on your grip, you could hold the cup and it won't, you know, because it'd be with a drinking glass, it's you know, same all the way down, you know. So that never occurred to me all the time I've been using it, mainly because you know, I don't have arthritis, so it wouldn't have occurred. But it's a very good idea from Mr. Eddie Freeman. So if you know anybody who has arthritis, point them to this. You know, even, you know, point them to my site, of course, but point them to the pot noodle tubs as a way of using a drinking glass or drinking cup, because it's you know, no matter how strong your grip is, there's it's got a big lip at the top there, so you can actually, there you go, you can hold it with your thumb and your finger there, you know. So yeah, pass that on to anybody who you feel might find it of use. Oh boy, that's good. Okay, now here we go. Here is the... Oh, I'm going to try and position this. There we go. Right, so the cheese and the salami and the chorizo is all melted. There we go. So I'm going to put these back on there. And the bun is slightly toasted also. Okay. Now this is getting to be longer video than I thought. I thought it'd be done by now. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to put another slice of ham in there. and then I'm going to put the bun back on. Right, let's see. Okay, and there we have it. That's the inside. That's cheese, ham, a boatload of ham, chorizo, and salami. There we go. And yeah, I couldn't fit any more in there, so okay. Anyway, gonna go with the taste test. It looks good. Smells okay. Interesting. The toasted bun is a bonus. I don't think it would taste so good without the bun. The toasted bun. The cheese is different. The cheese, I've used a block of cheese because they didn't have any of the usual sliced cheese that I go for. But you know, it's nice enough. It's just I prefer the sliced process. It's actually leaking a little bit of sauce from the heating of the salami and that. But yeah, I think that a good addition to this would be a bit of coleslaw. Just needs something, you know, because there's a lot of meat in here. There's 3 different meats. You know, needs something in there. Sliced up gherkin, a bit of coleslaw, a bit of tomato. Anyway, okay, well there you have it. That's the first sandwich of the day, and yeah, by all means, if you want to, I don't know if anybody gets sick of it, but sometimes they ask if you want to give it a name, great. And just an idea of what you can mix together and what does work. Okay, and I'll put this over here, and I'll put a couple of links up there. Please consider hitting the subscribe if you do. You know, if you do, don't forget to hit the bell icon. That way you'll get alerted to whenever I load up another video. All right, thank you for watching.